just overdid it a little
yeah.
bit. But so you've got the burner there, and then that's the chip pan. And even when I'm not smoking, I still use the chip pan. What that does is it evens the heat out a little bit.
Yeah.
So when you put the grill over the top
yeah,
there, it acts like a barbecue.
Yeah, right.
So last night, for example, we cooked burgers in here, and I put a light smoke on them. And the beginning of the week, I made chili. So, and that's what this is. This is actually a stock pan, and also you could use it. I've made rice in here, smoked rice, and for the smoke source on the rice, I used green tea. So the same as what they do in China. And I've made curries and also tomato soup. So
it's very versatile.
we've roasted potatoes, kumras. I haven't baked a cake yet, only because I'm not much of a baker. That's my daughter's forte, and I haven't convinced her to bake a cake in here yet.
Okay.
So
I have to work on that.
and bread. I reckon making bread in here would be fantastic. The flavor would just be so good.
Yeah, I think so too.
So yeah,
be bread next.
this is the drip pan. So if you're say going to roast a chicken or a rib roast, or I did a pork roast last week in the chili, or pork belly, which was fantastic. You put stock, wine, vegetables in there, and then you roast the chicken over rise it above. You cook with water on the bottom of the barrel, so it keeps everything very, very moist anyways.
Okay.
So it almost like steams your food.
Yeah.
And then all the drippings from the meat go into there, and then you have a nice gravy at the very end of it.
Okay. So you can do it open and or closed.
Generally closed. Yeah, it's closed. So the temperatures, it gets up to about 160 degrees with this version. I'm going to cap it at about 180 degrees. So, the water does three things. It keeps your food really moist. Also, all the fat, as you can see, drips into the water, which keeps the barrel nice and clean. So all you do is change the water. Like I said, I've cooked probably easy 100 hours out of this. And you can still see the red wine on the inside of the barrel, and it's very clean. So all I do is just change the water.
Oh, okay.
And
how
also,
often do you change the water?
It needs to be changed now, probably once a month.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But so you don't have to do it every time you
No.
use anything like that?
I mean, I waited about 4 months last time because, I was away.
Yeah.
And, the water was a bit kind of minging when I got back, but you just get a hose and, squirt everything out, because it's all stainless steel on the inside, so,
Yes.
it won't rust. Yeah, so these will be on the market probably in next summer.
Oh,
so
okay.
hopefully
Fantastic.
February, March. Yeah. So
Great.
We're going to start launching it.
Oh, okay. That'll be
So
fantastic.
we're building the
It
final
will.
prototype right now,
Okay.
and then I'm giving that to a gas guy to get it certified,
Yes.
and also an engineer to just build the final prototype and just make it a little bit more efficient, and then we're going to have the parts manufactured. So.
Okay. Well done. And so you put so if you had the shavings, you put them on that.
Yes.
The bottom, the very
You
bottom
put them
tray.
on that bottom tray.
Fantastic.
So you just sprinkle them on the tray.
On there.
Yeah. And
Okay.
in this case, I'm using oak, so which gives you a real mild kind of smoke flavor.
Oh, okay.
Manuka is probably about the strongest.
Yeah.
So.
But you could do herbs or really anything, couldn't you?
Yep. In New Zealand, like we said earlier, we've got the wild thyme growing all around our vineyard, in Bannockburn, and
That'd be
so
beautiful.
so I smoke with a wild thyme. So when people visit our vineyard, you smell that thyme because wild thyme is incredibly strong. It's very hardy. It's like a weed.
Oh,
And
yeah, it's got a beautiful smell.
and-
If you've got lots
and-
of it, it would be.
And it's it's not affected by frost. I mean it's like gorse and raspberry bushes. I mean you just can't kill it.
No,
And,
it's better that than a lot of other things
Yeah.
that would be running rampant in the
so
property.
it's very very strong in the food. So you use it in limited quantities.
Oh,
But it's
yes,
great for
small amounts.
smoking.
Yeah.
Great for smoking. So
That's a brilliant idea.
yeah.
And it's recycling, really. You know, that's the great thing that, you know, there's all these barrels that you can't really do anything with. You know, I mean, they're good for the garden or for plants
Yes.
and things like that, but this, you know, just
Yeah.
gives another
That's
dimension.
it.
And it certainly looks good on your deck instead of a
Yeah,
barbecue.
yes.
So as you can see,
Yeah.
this is my barbecue. I mean, I've got an old one over there. It's all stainless steel, but I use this.
Use this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You might say it works like a Weber,
Yeah.
except it doesn't get as hot as a Weber. So,
Oh, okay.
but with fish, you only want to cook fish at about 100 degrees anyways. Slow and long is much better, and it keeps it moist.
Oh, okay.
Whereas, red meat, I cook it at about 160. So, so you kind of,
Yeah.
seal it on the outside, which it does. So, I mean, you can cook a steak, maybe cut, at 40 mils type of thing, and it'll just brown it up perfectly, and, and still be medium rare, which that's the way I like it in the middle. So.
Yeah. Good. Oh, we'll have to look out for a small version.
Well, one of my favorite things I've done in here, I'd stuff some mushrooms and then smoke them. That was so good. And just doing vegetable kebabs and stuff like capsicums and tomatoes, which is fantastic in there. The smoked chili and tomato soup I made was